Welcome to this video. My name is Hannes and today I want to show you 3 great things on the guitar which will improve your picking, your playing on the guitar immediately. Have fun with this. Before we start out, take a look at the video description. There you will find my free lessons for beginners which will give you a great basis for everything you need on my channel here. So make sure to check that out. And now I'll give you the 3 tips you need to improve your picking. See you there. Number 1, I would like you to really focus on one thing. And this is, beside all the fancy picking patterns you can do, I want you to focus just on 3 strings and doing the same thing over and over again. And we do that with just, in the beginning, with open strings. You take your thumb and pick the D string, open D string. The index plugs the G string and the middle finger the B string. And the exercise is, or the trick is, to play all the strings, all the 3 strings, each string as loud as the others. Don't have one string louder than the other. Try to stay in time. And really focus on that. On your sound, on your timing. Because you don't need any fancy chords or fancy picking patterns to create something great on the guitar. Let me show you what I just did before I showed you the exercise. I just took my middle or index finger, whatever, and I just moved it up the D string, wherever I wanted to go. Doesn't really matter. Any fret is good, because when there's harmony and I put it just in the first fret, there's a little bit more tension which we can release by just going one fret up or down, back to the open string. First fret, D string, a little bit tension. Second fret, it's resolving. Third fret, kind of strange, but still not ugly. Fourth fret, wow. Resolve the tension going up a fret. Oh, a lot of tension. Just go one fret up or down. You get the idea. You can't do anything wrong. This can do anybody. Just moving up this one string while focusing on your sound, and this will make and create a great thing. Some great musical stuff. I mean, just noodle around with it. Just be creative and just try to play with it. It's not always about some fancy chord progressions or fancy strumming or picking patterns. This is great just to develop a nice, beautiful sound and you practice while you're doing music. This is always the best thing. So, check it out. The next exercise I want to give you is, you can have a great picking pattern with just one finger and your thumb. Kind of like a pop, country, whatever sound you want to call it. I took the C major chord here, ring finger 3rd fret A string, middle finger 2nd fret D string, index finger 1st fret B string, and pinky 3rd fret E string. Don't play the low E string. And then you plug with your thumb the A string, and at the same time with your index finger the high E string. Okay? Get used to that. And then, after you did that, you do a strum with your index finger with the nail. You kind of like do it like this. Just with a whip. So, and on the way back, you do it with your fingertip. like an upstroke. So picking, down, up. After you did that, you pick with the thumb the A string again, and then up, down. The cool thing about this shape here, this is a cool side effect, you can just shift it up the neck. You can do the same playing with just shifting it up fret by fret. You will see this will create some crazy tensions, but it's just fun to develop your ear and see what kind of sounds you can create just with one shape and just one strumming or picking pattern. So just play around with this. This is kind of like the same tip and trick I showed you in the first one, that you can develop your ear, your right hand technique, your left hand technique by just focusing on one thing, because when you open up your ears, this will create a whole new world for everything. So, third exercise or tip I want to give you, just focus on the sound you create with the fingers that you play with, okay? So when you play those open strings, I showed you in the first exercise, maybe you're new into picking and you do something like this. You hear that? Because you're plucking the string from here to there. But what if you would try to put your thumb kind of like in a leading position, your hand moves a little bit like this, and then you pluck the strings from there to there. A way more mellow sound without those metal kind of like sounds. And try to experiment where on the guitar you pluck the string. When you play right over the fretboard, it will sound like a harp. As you see, my thumb is kind of like in lead here. This makes the other fingers like move from there to there, and I pluck from there to there, okay? But when I pluck them here, and this will also help develop your ear. So you kind of saw in this video, it's a lot about ear training and getting to know your instrument better. At the same time, I want you to develop your skills in terms of timing and sound. So please check those exercises out and let me know how you get along with them, what you think about them, or what you would like to learn in the future. Just put that into the comments, and in the video description below this video, also down here somewhere, you will find my free lessons for beginners, my basis for everything I do on this channel. So make sure to check that out. It will help you to get through this jungle of guitar playing. I know it can be confusing, especially at the beginning, so make sure to check that out. My name is Hannes, and we see us in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.